What's your worst airplane experience? I was on a 6-hour flight to Dallas when the guy behind me completely lost it over my seat recline. The flight had just reached cruising altitude, and I tilted my seat back maybe 3 inches. Immediately, this dude starts aggressively tapping my headrest. "Excuse me, can you put your seat up?" I turned around politely. "Sorry, but it's a long flight, and the seat is supposed to recline." He got this look on his face like I'd personally insulted his mother. "I'm 6'4", and you're crushing my knees." I'm 5'8", and my seat was barely reclined, but I tried to be understanding. "I can move it up a little bit." "No, all the way up. This is ridiculous." I compromised and put it halfway up, thinking that would solve it. 10 minutes later, he's back to tapping my headrest, but harder this time. "This is still unacceptable. I paid for the seat too." I turned around again. "Sir, I've already adjusted it. Can we please just try to get along?" That's when he really escalated. "Don't sir me. You're being completely selfish. I'm going to report this to the airline," he announced loudly. For the next hour, he kept accidentally kicking my seat every few minutes. Then he started slamming his tray table up and down repeatedly. Other people were turning around to see what all the commotion was about. I tried putting my seat all the way up just to keep the peace, but apparently that wasn't enough either. He started complaining loudly to his wife about inconsiderate people these days. His wife kept trying to quiet him down, clearly embarrassed. "Harold, please just let it go," she whispered urgently. But Harold was on a mission now. Then he escalated to making passive-aggressive comments every time I moved even slightly. Oh great, now he's adjusting again. Some people have no consideration for others. I guess his comfort is more important than everyone else's. The family in front of me started looking back with annoyed expressions. "Can you believe this guy won't put his seat up? Is that reasonable to you?" The woman next to me finally spoke up. "Actually, his seat is barely reclined at all." This made Harold even angrier. "You don't understand. I have a medical condition. I have back problems and severe claustrophobia and need the space." But instead of calling the flight attendant himself, he kept getting louder, hoping someone else would intervene. He started making exaggerated groaning sounds every time he moved. "Ow, my back. This is unbearable." The dramatic performance was getting more ridiculous by the minute. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore and pressed the call button. The flight attendant came over looking slightly annoyed at being bothered. "Is there a problem here?" Harold immediately launched into his rehearsed sob story. "This passenger refuses to accommodate my medical needs. I'm 6'4" with chronic back pain and severe anxiety, and he's making my condition worse. I specifically requested an aisle seat to manage my claustrophobia." He was really laying it on thick now. The flight attendant looked at me with tired eyes. "Sir, would you mind putting your seat up?" Before I could answer, the woman next to me jumped in. "His seat is barely reclined, and this man has been harassing him for over an hour. He's been slamming his tray table like a child having a tantrum." The flight attendant's expression changed as she realized what was really happening. Harold went into this whole rant about how inconsiderate people are and how his knees were being destroyed. The flight attendant calmly measured the space with her hands. "Sir, you have 31 inches of legroom and his seat is reclined normally." She checked her tablet and looked back at Harold. "I also don't see any medical accommodations listed on your booking." Harold's face started turning red as his story fell apart. Then she delivered the perfect line. "If you're uncomfortable, we can see about moving you to a seat that better fits your needs." His wife was covering her face with her hands in complete embarrassment. Harold turned bright red and mumbled something about it being fine. He sank down in his seat and didn't say another word for the remaining 4 hours.